for calling. Hello.
Hello? Hello? Can you help me?
Yes,
Hello?
sure. Go ahead, please.
I'm all confused right now, sir. What's going on? Are you going to be able to help me?
What is this in regards to?
I need to get back to normal, please. Can you help me with that? A lot of people have tried, and they say that they just can't get me back to normal. I'm calling you for help. Go ahead, please.
Thanks for calling PayPal. This is Marcus speaking. How may I help you?
Do you guys know how to get blood out of a carpet? Can you help me? Is this confidential?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I woke up and I think she's sleeping still, but there's a ton of blood on my carpet. How do I get that blood out? I don't know what happened last night. Like I woke up. I just woke up a little while ago, and I went into the bedroom, and there's like somebody who's like passed out, and there's blood everywhere. There's blood on the walls, but I can paint over that. I just don't know how to get blood out of the carpet. I'm nervous. I mean, I got to worry about going to jail, and I got to worry about getting my security back. See, it's like a double whammy. One night of fun led to like all kinds of charges against me. So I figured I would call you for some help. I'm sorry?
Did you kill them? Did you kill them?
I don't think I would do that. I'm a nice person. I just kind of, I took some Flintstone vitamins. I had some vodka. And, I thought I was having a good time last night. I woke up and this place was a disaster. Blood everywhere. It's like Charles Manson came over for dinner or something.
Just tell me your address. I will send the cop to your home.
Okay. But no, I don't want the cops to come here. What are you crazy? I mean, can you come? I would rather deal with a criminal than, the NYPD.
Thank you for calling Amazon. How can I help you?
What's it like to pretend to work at Amazon? Go ahead, please.
You want to
What?
work with Amazon?
I mean, I could get a job at Amazon. I'm not a criminal. You can't work for Amazon, so you're pretending. I get it. I just want to know what's it like. Go ahead, please.
For money.
Got you. So you're doing it for money.
Yeah.
Right. And you'd rather just make money and hurt people and not worry about the people that you steal from, right? It's all about you getting money.
Yes.
So by that logic, if I'm late with a car payment and I don't have a job, it's okay for me to rob somebody and just get money, right? So I can pay my bills. I thought it was a good question.
Thank you for calling customer support. This is Stark. How can I help you?
Hey, Dark. Listen, did you know that you can buy a flying bicycle? Have you ever heard of such a thing? Like, I didn't even know that.
A flying
bicycle. Right, like you just pedal and all of a sudden you're flying. Like, I could take the bike, say me and you are friends, right? And you're like, hey, Dean, do you want to come over for dinner tomorrow? And I could be like, okay, let me get on my bike, and I could fly to India on my bike. No plane, nothing. I never heard of such a thing. A flying bicycle. You can look that shit up on Google. I'm not lying to you.
Yeah. No, I don't need to find on this Google, sir. This sounds funny, okay? And this really sounds very useful. Like
yeah, it could be
we have to invent this. Like, we have to invent the flying bicycle.
I think it's been invented already, though. I think it's been invented. I don't know. I was looking on Google for strange and funny facts, and I found that.
No, sir. It hasn't been invented yet. So
maybe I need to click on the whole story then. Yeah, maybe it's just an idea, Maybe it didn't happen yet. I never saw anybody pedaling in the sky. I see birds up ahead of me every day. These birds, they're out to get me. That's a whole nother story there, Rick. Birds, they fly around and they're watching me. These birds, like I think these birds. My theory on the birds is they landed in the park and somebody spilled alcohol, because there's a lot of us guys that like to go to the park and we drink our 40s and Thunderbird wine and stuff, you know. And if you leave it there like a little bit, the birds, they chirp away at the alcohol. The birds get drunk, and then the birds get extra crazy. They're running around, these birds, and then they fly around, and they're watching me, Rick. These birds, they're out to get me, you know?
Oh.
But that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly, sir. That's and I would like to do what, sir? If I got the flying bicycle, I will fly in the sky, and I will piss on the people from the top.
You would piss on the people from the top. Is that what you would do?
Yes.
Rick, why would you hurt those people though? Why do you have to make it rain like that? What are you doing, Rick? Why would you hurt people like that?
Okay,
what?
First of all, let me tell you, sir. They won't be injured. They won't be injured if I'll piss on them.
Right. I would rather you piss on people, I think, than you go into their bank accounts and take their money. So
if you can drunk wines and you can vomit on them, I can also piss them.
I think you're onto something, Rick. I think, you know what, we need to give everyone that works in a call center a flying bike, and if they're that angry, they can just piss on people, right? And then people could be like, why are you peeing on me? I mean, it's not going to smell good. The poor people we're going to have these. Yeah, go ahead.
If it will happen, sir, you will be the first victim. So just don't say that.
Why would you say that to me? Why would you pee on me, Rick? Why are you going to pee on me?
Because you are giving me the idea.
Oh, so you're going to bless me with being the first one to get pissed on?
Exactly.
All right, I see your logic. All right. I see what you're putting down. Yeah.
Pissed by me.
Right. It'll be an honor, right, sir?
Exactly.
You get pissed on by a criminal. Right, where you could have, if I was clueless, you might be able to take my money, but because I know that you're a scammer, I guess the next best thing that you could do to me is pee on me. So it's fair.
Okay,
I get it.
One more thing. Tell me one more thing. Are you a stand-up comedian?
I'm just a guy with a lot of time, and I like to call you guys, because if you talk to me, then you can't be talking to somebody else, you know? But I appreciate you saying that.
It means you're completely useless, right?
No, you're trying to insult me now. See, the conversation's going dark. Why would you think me calling a criminal is useless? If your job is to hurt people, and I'm calling you to stop you, shut the fuck up, Rick. You know, just when I was starting to like you, I try to understand you scammers, and I think that there's a few of you that might be okay, but then you piss me off. You're a fucking idiot, Rick. You're a fucking criminal. You need to go outside and breathe the fucking air and get some COVID. Go get COVID, you stupid fuck. Who the fuck do you think you are, robbing old ladies? Fuck you, Rick. Hang up the fucking phone. I'm done with you. Fuck you, Rick. Who do you think paid for the vaccine? Came out of my money, Rick. I paid for that vaccine, along with all the other Americans that you scam out of their money. Fuck you. Fuck you. Go back to peeing on people. I like that dream a lot better. At least that's harmless. Go pee on something.
On you?
You're never going to make it to America. That's the problem. You're too poor. You're always going to be poor.
This is Kevin Black. How can I help you?
Kevin Black? That's got to be one of the best names I've heard today. Kevin Black. I like it.
Hey, motherfucker. Hey, motherfucker.
You're so mad. You're so mad. You're so mad, Kevin.
Thank you for reaching with Jackie. How can I help you?
Jackie, what's going on, you dumb fuck? Happy New Year. You heard me. You want it again? What's going on, you dumb fuck?
Drink.
Happy New Year. When are you going to get a job? Can't answer me, can you? I'll call you back. It's what I do.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, this is Jason Martin. How may I help you today?
Let's talk about your greeting. I mean, I don't even know what company you work for, and you sound like you're half dead. Do you want to sell me? Do you want to scam me? You got to look alive. any sales job. What are you going to do when you get rid of this scamming nonsense and you get into the marketplace? Who's going to hire you? You have no passion. You have to love what you're doing. You don't like what you're doing, which is a good thing. You're probably terrible at scamming. Just trying to help. I'm a giver.
Thank you for calling support. This is John. How can I help you today?
John, you sound a little better than Michael, but man, you don't have passion in your voice. You sound like you're just going through the script and it's monotonous and you don't like what you're doing, which is a good thing, but we want to help you. How are you going to find a real job when you sound like you're dead on the phone? Like you don't have a passion for life. I mean, do you hate scamming people? Is that why? You just sound very depressed. I would never buy anything from you. You're depressed?
So why are you calling me?
Well, I need to waste your time because what happens if somebody who doesn't know that you scam calls? You're going to scam them. So at least if you're on the phone with me having these great conversations, you can't scam somebody else. You know what I mean? That's why I'm calling you, to answer your question. So I told you why I'm calling you. Why are you scamming people? That's only fair, right? I answered your question. Oh, that's not fair. The scammer doesn't play fair. That's a new one. Hurt my feelings.
Ah, the smooth sounds of messing with criminals on WSCAM Radio, the morning scam show with CJ Scams and TakeAGlassofwater. Let's go, each and every one. WSCAM Radio, it's the morning scam show.
Security Administration. How can I help you today?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm pretty good. Will you just talk to me for 1 minute?
Sorry?
Will you talk to me for 1 minute before you hang up on me, please?
Why?
'Cause I want to talk to you.
Sorry?
Am I being nice to you?
Nice to me.
Yes.
Why?
Because I want to talk to you.
I'm asking for your one-night stand.
Oh, okay. How are we going to do that if you live in India?
So, do you want to satisfy me or not? Can
Well,
you give me a kiss?
I can't kiss you. I can't because you're too far away.
Sorry?
I said you're too far away for me to kiss you.
Please kiss me now. I'm waiting for you.
Okay. But it'll take me like 16 hours to get to India.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any attractive women that work in your office?
Give me a kiss.
Do you?
Give me a kiss, and then I will tell you all these things.
Why do you want to kiss an American?
Yeah, I like Americans.
Why? Because they give you money?
Yes.
Okay. Can I give you some money?
No, I don't want money. I need love. Can you give me your love? So give me your kiss. Give me a kiss.
How can I give you a kiss?
I think you are wasting my time. I'm hanging up. Bye.
Okay.
So you don't want to kiss me?
I can't. You're too far away.
You want only 1 minute. Okay. You asked for only 1 minute. I give you 6 or 7 minutes. So I need a kiss. Give me right now. Fast.
How? How do I give you a kiss when you're in India?
No. I'm in Pakistan right now.
Oh, you're in Pakistan?
Right
so
now,
yes.
Yes.
How do I give you a kiss in Pakistan?
On phone call.
How?
You know how. Okay? You know how. So don't try to be smart. Give me a kiss.
Why don't you give me a kiss first?
Oh, fuck you.
Okay.
So much questions, my God. I need a relationship, but no one can understand my feelings.
I'm trying to understand your feelings, and all you want to do is kiss.
Yes.
That's all you want to do is kiss? You don't want to talk about your feelings?
She is very, very clever, okay? You are very clever. Don't try to be smart with me. If I will be smart, then you will be taken for non-believable jail for a term of 9 years.
Oh, I will? If I don't kiss you,
well.
I'm going to go to jail for 9 years?
Yes, of course.
What do you want me to do? How do you want me to kiss you when you're in Pakistan?
In phone calls, just like that. Give me kiss. Do you want to kiss me or not? Yes or no? I need one answer. Tell me that yes or no. If you kiss me, then I will give you my phone number. Give me kiss. Oh my God, you are too smart, man.
Oh, I'm too smart?
Okay, can you verify me your bikini number?
My what?
Your bikini number.
What does that mean? What's a bikini?
Oh, you don't know what is bikini?
No?
I'm
What's that?
asking about your undergarments. Are you virgin?
Yes, I'm a virgin.
No, you are not virgin. I think
I'm
you're
a
married.
virgin.
No,
No,
I
I'm a
think you're
virgin.
married.
I'm only
You are
22
virgin?
years old.
You are only 22 years old?
Yeah.
Can you
What?
satisfy me? Investigation Department of Social Security Administration. This is Officer Kevin. How can I help you today?
Do you like American?
Yes, I like American. I am also American.
You don't sound American.
I'm from South America, from Peru.
Oh, Peru? Yeah, I know Peru.
Yes, Peru.
Tell me something romantic in Spanish.
Hola.
That's the best you can do?
Yes, that is the only thing I can do.
Well, how about in Hindi? Can you say I'm pretty in Hindi?
I don't know Hindi.
Yes, you do. Come on.
तुम बहुत सुंदर हो.
What's your real name?
My name is Apurva. For living, what do you do for living?
I'm a nurse.
Then I want
Yeah?
a baby.
You want to have a baby
Then I
with
want
me?
a baby. Yes, in your stomach. I want my baby in your stomach.
You don't even know what I look like.
Face doesn't matter. Feelings matter.
Oh, it
Feelings
doesn't?
matter. You know about...
And you have feelings for me?
I don't know. But your voice is too cute, too sweet.
I really feel like we just talked a couple days ago. Do you remember talking to me or not?
Yes, I remember that. I was asking for you that kiss me just like that.
Yeah, and I made a YouTube video over it, and it has like 500 views.
500 views? Okay, may I know your channel name?
No,
So I can subscribe.
no.
I want to see Lisa, please.
No,
Help me,
because you'll tell all your scammer friends, and they'll go to my channel, and I don't want scammers at my channel.
I am a scammer. Have a nice day, Lisa. Because
Where are you going?
I'm going to scam another people because I'm wasting my time to talk with you.
Why are you hanging up if you want to have a baby with me? I can make another YouTube video out of it.
No, I don't want you to make my video.
Why? People like it. They like your voice.
People like it. My mother is not good. That's why I need money. This
Well,
is my
I'm
part-time
sorry that
job.
she's not well. I don't wish that upon her, but like, you being a thief isn't going to help her.
Yes, but I need her back. I need her good health. Doctor is asking for money, okay, for the operation, but I don't have any money. I just like heart surgery. They are paying me. If I don't get money, if I don't steal money from you, they will beat me. I will quit the job in this month. I am a good guy. I don't want to steal money. But there is a reason. That's why I am here.
But they're using you. Like, you're not going to get that much money. The bosses get the money. You don't get that much.
Yes, yes. If I steal you for $500, they only give me 500 rupees. It's only $6 to $7
So that doesn't seem worth it.
because I steal in a day $60 to $70,000 from American peoples. I steal money in a day. Can you give me some money? It's just like not like only $500.
If you quit your job and make a GoFundMe page, I'll give you money. I don't want to give your nasty boss money.
I will tell him that it is for my mother, not ask for them. They will give me all the 500.
I seriously doubt that because they're evil. They're not gonna they don't care about you or your mother or anybody.
My boss is good. I think you cannot understand. You will never understand.
Make a GoFundMe page, and whatever money I make off of your YouTube video, I'll give to you. I'm gonna pray for her, okay? I'm not gonna give your nasty boss money because he hurts too many people, and it's gross and wrong.
My feelings for you is very true.
Like, you just don't sound like a real customer to them sometimes. And they're like, forget it. Or maybe they're intimidated by your sexiness, so they just hang up.
I mean, it makes sense. I called the White House and they hung up on me.
Yeah.
Because too sexy for the White House. But you can call the White House, right? I mean, I'm not giving you any ideas to like call them right now, but you can call the White House.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, their phone number is online and it's out there. And actually, I discovered it in college. We were playing Pictionary. Remember that game, Pictionary? Mm-hmm. And it says if you call this number and it lists the number, you are calling which one of these places. And the only answer that made sense was the White House. So I called it. And she picks up the phone. The lady picks up the phone and says, the White House. And I'm like, do you know that your number's in the Pictionary game? She's like, we know, sir. And she hung right up on me. Because it's like a business. Anybody can call the White House.
Oh.
I mean, you're not going to speak to Joe Biden, but you'll talk to their administrative assistant or whoever answers the phone. And I would not suggest raging at her the Take a Glass way. Do not do that.
I think the best thing is just to avoid that whole scenario and not do that.
I mean, that's good advice too. But for those that want to call and just say, hi, I found your number, I mean, it's out there. Just don't curse. Because those people will come get you. They'll find you.
Oh, I know.
That's what they do. That's all they do.
And they like to waste their time, so...
But how cool would it be if we did a 3-way call with Joe Biden and we were talking to scammers?
Yeah, that would be cool. But if I got Joe Biden on the phone, I'd rather ask him something different than, do you want to call a scammer? Like, I'd rather ask him, like, can we do something about these scammers?
I mean, well, you can't beat them, join them.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, hi, this
Hello,
is
I'm
Sean
right
Paul
here.
from the pharmacy. How you doing? Can you hear me?
Oh, from the pharmacy. Do you hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you say it like that? You know who I am? What's going on, you dumb fuck? How you been? You don't have a job yet? We talked a couple days ago. You remember me. I was telling you all about the poodle in my neighborhood. Remember? And you were telling me to give the poodle Viagra, and I told you to go take a glass of water and fuck yourself?
He's long gone.
Hi, thank you for calling US Pharmacy. How may I help you?
Do you guys sell Baracco?
What do you say?
Do you have Baracco? Gives you like energy?
No. We are selling like Viagra, Cialis.
Oh, you're selling that stuff, huh? You making money at it? Tell me about that scam. Like, are you a mafia person? Like, when you walk down the street, like, do people walk on the other side? Can you double park your car? Did he leave?
Yeah. Let's keep trying until he blocks us, and then Ozzy sent us another Norton one that he
Hey, Mark from the pharmacy. How are you doing today?
Hey man, we got disconnected. What's going on, you dumb fuck? Hey, is Emma there?
Dumbass.
Let me speak to Emma. Nothing can keep us away.
vetted.
Is this Canadian pharmacy?
No, it's just pharmacy.
It's what?
Hello, sir. Can I order some CBD here? Just heavy breathing. Is that the right word, CBD?
For, you mean CBD oil?
I don't know. I think we're blocked now.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, this is Jack. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How you doing, Jack?
I'm doing good. Well, thanks for the concern. Are you looking for any medications? I have some exclusive offers for you.
Absolutely, Mr. Off. Listen to me. There's a bunch of pigeons in my neighborhood. These are perverted pigeons, sir. I was just politely going out downstairs taking out the garbage, and the pigeons surrounded me, and they're looking at my plum tree shaker.
All right.
These
Stop
pigeons
barking,
are wanting to
okay?
nip my plum tree shaker, my bayonet of doom, sir. Go ahead, please.
Stop barking.
Is that what you said?
Did you hear him? He said, okay, stop barking.
That was Mr. Off, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, this is Jack. How are you doing today?
Mr. Off, we meet again. We just got disconnected. Why are you hanging up on me, sir? You're barking and then you're hanging up. That's not nice
You
at
are
all.
barking. You can lower your voice.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
You can lower your voice. Yes.
Yeah. What do you got?
Are you deaf? Are you deaf?
What?
Do you need any medications? Yes or no?
Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Do you need any medications? Yes or no?
Yes, that's why I'm calling you. I'm not calling you to invite you over for salad. This is not pharmacy,
So
right? You have
tell me,
medication.
what medications do you need? What medications do you need, sir?
What kind do you have?
Like, we got some great deals on the ivermectin pills, the hydroxychloroquine pills, the ED medications, Viagra, Cialis pills, and antibiotics, blood pressure medication, cholesterol pills, a lot of other medications, sir. Hair loss, weight loss. You can tell me which ones do you need.
And do you have toothpaste?
Which toothpaste are you talking about?
Like Colgate. I like Colgate, like the minty fresh Colgate kind. You brush your teeth and then everything's minty fresh. You know what I mean?
Hey, you wanna brush your teeth?
I like to bite people, sir. I'm a biter. When I bite people, I want my breath to smell good.
You can brush your teeth with my dick, okay? You can brush your teeth properly with my dick, motherfucker.
You're so stupid. You're so stupid, man.
Mr. Off wants you to stop barking. Hello? Is anyone there?
So, do you take any medications, man?
Yeah, I do. Can you help
And
me?
what medications to take?
I need some like antibiotics, like some things for STDs, but I don't want anyone to know.
Are you looking for the antibiotics?
Yeah. I have like
That's
herpes.
amoxicillin 250 or 500 milligram.
The strongest you have. Does that help with herpes?
I have the 500 milligram as well as 250 milligram.
I'll have the 500.
And how many pills you're looking for today?
What's the maximum?
Well, the maximum is for $100. I can make it today. 140 pills plus 10 pills free from my side. 150 pills for $100.
Okay, I'll take that.
So can you help me with the shipping address?
Sure. It's 30 Venture Drive in Holtwood, Pennsylvania. Yes, sir.
And which card are you going to use for the payment of $100 today?
Let me just make sure that my partner doesn't need anything.
Sorry?
Honey, I'm getting some stuff from my coochie coo. You need anything?
For your what?
for my coochie coo.
Sir, what are you doing to my wife?
Yes.
What are you selling my wife? You're talking about her coochie coo? What kind of word is that?
Amoxicillin.
What?
He was ordering amoxicillin.
Oh, okay. Is that for her herpes?
Yes.
Yeah, she's a dirty girl. I don't know where she went. She went around the neighborhood, like her and my cat. They both got out of my apartment, and the next thing you know, the cat's pregnant. My wife has herpes. It's no fun living here. Can you please help us?
He hung up. Yeah, I want to know how I got this herpes. Can you tell me?
Oh, so that's the fake Indian pharmacy, right?
Yeah. Oh. They might be done with me.
That's the fake Indian pharmacy, right?
Yeah.
Hello? Do you hear me?
No, they just keep hanging up. I think they're done.
But I don't think you understand, but that's all right.
Yeah, Mark from the pharmacy. How can I help you today?
What are you doing on my phone, Gandu? I have you in my back pocket. I thought we were done making calls. I hear this little Indian guy chirping in my pocket. What are you doing in my pocket, mutter chode? This is a different one. I mean, we normally do the Canadian pharmacy from the Philippines, but this one's the Indian pharmacy, and it's based out of India, as far as I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're both shady as hell, and like CJ said, I mean, I think everybody here knows not to buy medicine for their herpes from them.
Yes,
probably make it worse.
Don't.
Who knows? It'll spread to your foot. I mean, your foot will get herpes if you use their medication.
Yeah. Yes, please don't.
Your coochie coo, huh? That's what you say, coochie coo.
That's. Hello?
Yeah, this is Jack. How are you doing today?
Mr. Off. How are you, sir? You done barking? Can we talk? Can we be friends? Do you want to meet for salad?
What's wrong with you?
Everything's wrong with me. What's wrong with you?
Go find a pond and die.
You want to meet halfway in New York City? I'll even make it easy for you. Let's meet halfway in New York.
Find a phone and die. What does that mean?
I don't even know how to pronounce that. Oh, PCP. Okay, beta.
What does find a phone and die mean? Like strangle yourself with the cord? Okay. Should we try this one on my other number, or are you ready to try somebody else?
Whatever you got going on. I'm not doing much.
Yeah, you are. You're being hilarious.
I'm snuggled with the cats, so as long as there's people here and there's numbers picking up, let's do it.
I hope you don't fall asleep on me.
I definitely need to get some sleep. I mean, I'm on Australia time, and it's like, for us, people.
Connected now. Let me try him again.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Hi, my name is Peter. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, ma'am. Well, ma'am, I just want to ask you, like, are you looking for any medications, ma'am? Like any antibiotic or like any medication?
Yes, I'm looking for some antibiotics, but I don't want to tell anyone.
What kind of antibiotic do you take? Like, do you consume?
I need
Do
some
you consume like
amoxicillin. Do you have any of that?
amoxicillin? Yes, we have it, ma'am. What milligram are you looking for amoxicillin? Like 250 or like 500 mg?
Definitely 500.
500 mg. All right. And like, whenever you buy, what packs do you want, ma'am? Like, we have a pack of like 100 pills. We have a pack of like 200 pills. We have a pack of like 300 pills. So, what packs do you want?
I guess just the most I can get, so I can just do one order and I don't have to keep calling.
Well, we will provide each and everything. Like, we will provide the tracking ID number, email confirmation, text confirmation, each and everything. So, let me know like what packs do you want. Like, if you go with the pack of like 100 pills, it's gonna cost you like $100, and you're getting a 10 pills absolutely free.
Okay.
So, 110 pills for $100.
Okay.
Okay, sounds
That
good to
sounds
know.
good. Yeah. Can I get 2 of those
Okay,
or
alright.
not?
Chewable what?
2 of the. Can I spend like 200 and get double the amount?
Oh, you said like you just want to need 200 pills?
Yeah.
Okay, 200 pills I will give you only for just good amount of like $150.
Oh wow. Okay, I'll take that.
Okay, okay. So before we go ahead, I just need your perfect shipping address, ma'am. Like, where do you want to ship that package?
Do you have anything like for my husband to help him with his penis?
Oh, why not? Sure. We have some good stuff. The Viagra, CRS, many more medications. You can feel good.
Well, do they make any of them bigger? Because he's only like 8 inches and I really need like at least 10 inches.
Oh,
Dirty little side queen.
I have it. Well, well, I was saying that. How big do you want?
Like 10 inches.
Okay. So
How?
I can give it to you, the stronger one.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought maybe you were going to
Oh,
say
yeah.
you had a 10 incher you could give me.
Yeah, I have a 12 inches.
Oh, you do? Wow, that sounds hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honey,
Well,
this guy I think has a bigger
yeah.
penis than you.
I mean, I'm sitting on the couch with my 8-inch little micro penis. It's like I have a coochie coo. I mean, give her the medication. Yeah, and also, do you have whiteout, sir?
Well,
She doesn't brush her teeth, and she's
well, yeah.
afraid to like that it's going to cause pain if she brushes her teeth. So she just wants to use whiteout. Do you sell whiteout?
No, no, no. We don't sell that.
Okay. Well, I'll let you guys keep talking. I
She's
gotta
a
go take care
prostitute.
of some stuff. Plus, I have one
She's a
more Milky Way
prostitute.
left. I'm gonna go have a snack. You guys talk. Do the business with my wife. She's got my credit card.
Do you need
Okay.
anything else?
That sounds good.
Do you
Well,
sell
I
like
just
Nerf
want to go
footballs?
before.
Like, do you have like an as seen on TV aisle? Every pharmacy I go to, they always have those aisles with little toys. You know what I did the other day? I offered the cashier $500 if she would like look the other way, and I just walk out with all this stuff, and then I sell the stuff on eBay for a profit. You know what I mean? Because I'm poor. And the next thing you know, I'll be in a call center scamming people. I found a way to make some money. You buy items from a pharmacy for cheap, and then or get them for free, and then you make a profit. You don't have to scam anymore. Yeah, go ahead, please.
No, no, no. We are not scamming people, okay? Be honest with you.
Oh, I didn't say you were.
Be honest.
No, I was just
Yeah.
saying what for
See.
me. You know, somebody offered me a job. I have friends in Calcutta, and they said I should work in one of those call centers. And I said, no, I'm going to try eBay first and make a little money. Where are you?
Let me tell you, sir. No one can give
Yeah, tell me
it
each and
free,
everything.
you know?
I'm sorry?
Okay. I said no one can give it a free bills. If you want
Where are you
some,
located?
you spend like $100.
Are you in India?
What do you... Oh, yeah. It's our official
Oh, nice.
location in India.
What part? Do you love it?
Oh, yeah. We're in Mumbai.
Oh, Mumbai. So listen, I knew
Yeah.
somebody that lived in Mumbai. Beautiful girl. I went to college with her, and we became good friends. But listen, I never paid attention. Now I want to learn Hindi. Can you teach me like a good way to roll my R's? Like how do I say Fermilinge? Do I sound right? Fermilinge.
What does that mean?
That I'm not saying it right. Fermilinge. Like what does it mean? Like see you later. How do you say see you later in Hindi?
Sir, you're still gonna help me, right? Like, I'm in a lot of pain in my penis flytrap. I tried to get it in there, Lisa, before he hung up. Lisa said to call my lady parts of penis flytrap.
This is your mistress. Scammers have been bad and will be punished for it. Mistress will not stand for it.
Hey, what's up, Mistress?
Hello, Take. Nice to speak with you today.
You too. It's an honor. Been watching your videos for a while. So yeah, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep, and there's we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah. So we always
Fire away. Fire away.
We always usually start with if you wouldn't mind, just tell us a little bit about how and why you got into scambaiting.
Sure. My channel is 4 years old. I turned 4 in last month. And one day, I would guess about maybe 6 years ago, 6 or 7, I was discovering YouTube, and you know how you go down the rabbit hole and one thing leads to another. And I found a video from Malcolm Merlin. And I thought, wow, look at this guy. He does his technical thing. I didn't know a whole lot about computers, just the basic kind of thing, but I thought, this guy is giving great information from a technical point of view, let alone busting these Indian call center scammers. And so from there, I found DVR. From there, one day DVR had Joe Scambait on as a guest, and I thought, oh, now this guy is really funny. And so I started following those guys. And from there, I found IRX scammers. And then it seemed like the whole world opened up to me about scambaiting. Now, I've never been scammed personally, but I thought, well, what a great way to spend time busting their horns, so they're not stealing from honest people. And that's how I got started.
That's awesome. It's pretty similar to how most of us get started. We usually start we find a video on YouTube, we learn about scam baiting, and then we want to try it ourselves, basically. I think it's pretty common.
Right. Well, it took me about 2 years to have enough courage to try it on my own. And I will say that Scambait Central, who doesn't do any of the technical baits that we do, or Publishers Clearinghouse, or SSA, or IRS, but he does more of the 419 advanced fee fraud only. And it was him that actually encouraged me to do it. So he brought me into a Skype group, and from there I connected personally with Joe Scambait, Little Peace, Luke's Doghouse, the whole crew. And it was Joe Scambait that actually mentored me and connected with me step by step how to work OBS, how to make these calls, how to do everything. So for that, I'll be eternally grateful.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And then,
sorry, go ahead,
Go ahead, please.
Oh, I was just gonna say, for anyone that doesn't know what 419 means, could you explain that?
Sure. 419, otherwise known as the advanced fee fraud, most of the 419 scams originate from Africa in Nigeria, and they're almost duplicating what the Publishers Clearinghouse scams are doing now. They promise you $3.5 million, $15 million, as long as you send them a certain amount of money prepaid so that you can collect your funds. It can be that you're the beneficiary of an estate. It could be that you've won this prize, things like that. So Mr. Pricky from Scambait Central does this only, and he's quite successful at it with his channel. And he still helps me from time to time with technical issues that I might have, or basically telling me what works and what doesn't as far as scammers' behaviors are concerned. Yeah, he's good. I like him.
How sweet. That's awesome that he spent so much time helping you.
Yeah. Good guy.
I think what led me to your videos personally about a year ago, and got me into scambaiting, was I was getting calls from the PCH people in Jamaica. They were driving me nuts. I had a different phone number, and I guess the person who had this number before me had either been scammed before or was on the hook. These people are a nightmare. They get into people's lives, and they sell dreams, and they wreck these poor people's these lives. And I think I watched I think it was a 6-part video or a 7-part video, and the graphics were real good, and your acting was good. I think you had a gun in there, and you were I think two different people, Edwin and Joe, if I remember correctly. It was just such a great video. And the reason it stood out so much is because, I used to mess with these people and didn't record it. And then I found out how dangerous they were. I mean, I used to think, who the hell would fall for that? They sound like idiots. There's chickens going in the background, and they're telling you won $25 million in a Mercedes, and you need to just get a gift card from the dollar store. And I was like, who the hell falls for this? But people fall for it, and they wire them lots of money. Do you find that that's one of your favorite type of baits to do, or do you kind of? I mean, your channel has everything, but I was just fascinated that you did such a long video on that, and it's entertaining, and it also spreads awareness. And I was just wondering if you have a special place in your heart for messing with those idiots.
Well, thanks, Take. I'm actually still in the middle of editing all that audio. I'm on part 9. There's probably enough material for another 2 or 3 parts. But when I hooked up with my friend Edwin, who makes these calls, well, I should say I make these calls with him, I just could not believe how this bait has turned out. And I appreciate you watching that part with the gun was that Edwin was, I locked Edwin out of the house so that he couldn't get his phone to make the
that was great.
The calls
and I think that was more recent. I think that was about 2 months ago, I want to say, or I lose track of time because we're on YouTube so much now. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
But and I'm sorry to cut you off, but it was such great acting. I mean, I think there was a part in there where you shot the gun and everybody heard it, but the guy didn't hear it, and you said, "Well, there's a silencer," or something like that.
Yeah. For some reason, again, problems with my voice meter, which I really don't know how to use. So when a setting goes off kilter, I don't know how to fix it. So I know that the scammer was having issues hearing my sound effects, but everyone else could hear it. And Edwin didn't hear it either. So, we play off of each other very well, and we never have a script about how we're going to set up the call and how we're going to do it. It is really everything on the fly, and I've been having such a good time calling with Edwin and talking with these PCH scammers. Right now, I'm editing a part where he connects 2 of the scammers together, and they're fighting over us for the business.
Awesome.
And they start yelling at each other in whatever language they use, patois or something, some island kind of flair, and they start cursing at each other and they're yelling at each other, and I just sit back. I have to mute because I bust a gut. It's like, I can't believe these guys are providing us with such great entertainment for free.
I mean, and I think you're right that you play off each other, because I do think in that scene that I was talking about, if I remember correctly, it's been a while, but I think he didn't, and it makes sense because you said he didn't hear the gunshot, and I think he said you missed or something like that.
Yes.
Because he knew
exactly.
that. I mean, so you guys are good. That's awesome. Yeah, please keep messing with those idiots.
They are my new favorite.
Yeah.
They are my new favorite. I used to love going head to head with the IRS guys, back about 3 years ago or so. They were really, really fun to mess with.
Right. I did see that on your channel over the last year. I mean, and we would mess with IRS as well. And even 6 months ago, it was deeper. It was easier to mess with them. We messed with them the other day on our call flood, and it's like they're already triggered by the time you get through. They hang right up. It's great. I mean, it's not great for content, but the whole reason we're doing it, obviously, is to shut numbers down, so it's good. But it's hard to get, I think, calls like that as opposed to like a couple years ago. They do happen, but I think they're few and far between now. And it's nice to see that somebody is so focused on the PCH, because most of the baiters, we do focus our attention to the Indian call centers, and scams happen everywhere. And the PCH people are responsible for getting their little grubby mitts into so many elderly people. Not that younger people don't get scammed too, but a lot of defenseless older people have that dream to leave all that money to their loved ones, and it's sickening that these people, and then they start using them as victims and mules. So, kudos to you. Please keep messing with these people and entertaining us at the same time.
Yeah, for sure.
It is fun. It is fun. I have to admit, I never know what's going to happen when I connect with Edwin on the phone. He'll just call me in the middle of the day and say, "Hey, can you play my daughter? Can you play the bank teller?" And then we just take it from there. It is a whole lot of fun.
That's awesome.
And he does not have a YouTube channel. I've been trying to encourage him, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it's amazing on how much talent there is out there, and how many people are so just wonderful people that they would spend their days messing with criminals so they don't attack the innocent. And a lot of them do not have channels, I've learned. They just do it for the cause. It's a wonderful thing.
Right. Well, we have a really great community.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
So,
and it's growing.
It's nice
It
to
grows.
connect with you, and it's nice to connect with you guys as well, and some of the people that have been around for a long time, and you're still in the game. It's great.
Yep. You mentioned some potent names. I mean, all those people are myself and CJ's idols, obviously. Joe Scambait, Little Peace, IRS. You mentioned. I've been in his streams before, and I was like, I couldn't believe when he subbed to me. It was like, I'm like a groupie, and my favorite rock star acknowledges me. It's so it's I know what you're saying, and
It's
the
a great
community's
honor,
only
isn't
growing.
it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yep, and we've had several people of them on the show, because Joe Scambait stopped by one day, and we've had Little Peace on one day. I don't know if you saw that one. And I think, aren't you also, I feel like Captain Corrosive also mentioned you when she was on.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah,
She was our
she was
very
there in the
first
early days.
Bader, her and Chester, I think, in the early days. She's real cool.
Mhm.
She was cool to talk with.
Yeah. Well, you know what I found out one day about her is that she edited all her videos on her phone.
I know the
That
feeling. Yeah, we
blew
talked
my
about
mind.
that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right.
Take does
Yep.
that too.
And she works hard and overnight, and for her to do what she does,
Right.
it was just amazing that she would be able to do everything from her phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So tell us a little bit about your image. Like, how did you decide on the image that you use?
You know what? It just came to me one day. It just came. It just floated in front of my head one day that there's no mistresses out there. And for me to have, it's just my subtle sense of humor. And I developed it with double entendres, and I use all the things a mistress should use, and I like to think that, every stream, whether you see it or not, I am wearing red lipstick. It helps get me in the mood. And of course, anytime that I can work in my motor bunny, and a lot of people have no idea what that is. And so when they Google it, they are a little surprised, perhaps a little taken aback. But what's really funny about it is that a couple of months ago, I thought, well, what the heck? So I emailed the Motor Bunny company, and I actually became an affiliate to sell the Motor Bunny. And of course, look, I know I'll never ever sell one because they're like $800 or $900. Nobody I know is going to buy it for any number of reasons. But so when I was chatting with the person who set up the affiliate account, he's like, I don't know anything about a Mistress Scambait, but I took a look at your channel, and you are funny, so because at a time I was featuring the Motor Bunny in almost every video I made or every live stream. I'd stick a picture of it in there, and I did, I have a playlist of Motor Bunny classic movies where I change the name of the title of the movie and make it more affiliated with Motor Bunny, like the Motor Bunny of Oz, and I'll Photoshop or I'll edit the image and stick a Motor Bunny in there, put the silhouette of Mistress Scambait in there somewhere. I, add a hat or, anything like that. So the channel evolved kind of all on its own, and everything kind of came into place for me. Originally, I thought my YouTube channel should be Scambait Mistress, but the more I thought about it, I thought Mistress Scambait would be a little bit more catchy, and I created my channel in a day. That's all the forethought that I put into it. And actually, the call center I was working in at the time, and I really did work in a call center, but doing quality assurance. It was for a U.S. government contract, actually. Let's just leave it at that. And one of the IT guys there is an artist, so I had him do my logo, my silhouette, and so I have to thank Dan for that.
That's awesome.
So
and there we go.
I did Google the Motor Bunny back in the day, and I mean, if you click on Motor Bunny and then click on videos, and I mean, the next thing you know, it's like Thursday of next week, and you're like, where did all my time go? I mean, there is so much Motor Bunny stuff out there. So I know it's expensive, but I think you'll get a sale here and there. I'm sure somebody out there. I mean, is buying them. So, and I think your image is great, and I would wonder if that subculture of people would be subbing to you, and you would be getting a whole new audience and spreading awareness into that culture. That's pretty underground still in the United States, but and probably around the world. But it is coming more. I mean, you do see public displays of DS, and I think I would just wonder if you got more subs that way from different types of people that are not in the scam baiting world.
Well, I think I have anyway. But what's interesting is that on my Facebook page, I have one for Mistress Scambait. I have had several people contact me through there and ask specific questions as if I were a real mistress.
I would think so. I'm from New York, so we kind of are more liberal than most of the world. So we kind of know the terms, whether we're into that stuff or not. So it's I would be thinking you would get some offers. No.
Well, I had a guy from the UK ask me if he could become my toilet slave.
Oh.
Yeah. So things like that. And, and actually the people that have contacted me through there have not been from the United States. Because, you can look at their profile. So they're almost all Europeans. Oh, well, they're pretty resourceful,
Get them to buy a Motor Bunny and sub, like and subscribe, and buy a Motor Bunny. Then we can talk. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, last week I left a comment on some other video. It wasn't a scam baiting video. It may have been a music one. I like listening to music, and I left a comment on this person's video, and then someone replied to me and said, "Oh, I love your YouTube channel name." So I find that by leaving comments on other non-baiting channels that I may open up my channel to people that may not have ever heard of me. And if they're intrigued by the name, then
Right.
come on in,
Yep.
That's a good
I mean, and
Yeah.
if you can ever, I don't know if are you on the West Coast or East Coast or in the middle?
I'm on the East Coast.
East Coast, yeah. So if you're ever up at like 7:30 in the morning and you want to stop by our show in the morning, I mean, a lot of the people in chat are people that CJ and myself have met in like other types of chats. So, and you're absolutely right. And they see the name Scam Pranks or CJ Scams, and the next thing you know, we have a whole
Right.
different world out there, and that they're constantly.
Audience. Yeah.
You're right. They're supporting us, and they're telling a friend. It definitely helps to get out there because the scam baiting community is great, but it's a huge world, and we need to spread our awareness way past our little community. So I think that's great that you brought that up.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes
Yeah.
we have
You guys have been doing
non-scam-baiting
great.
guests. Thank you. Yeah, that's why we try to have some non-scam baiting guests on, just to, expand the awareness, because a lot of the scam baiting audience is pretty aware of scams. So we want to expand the audience to new people that aren't aware,
Right.
Yeah, I mean, our vision is to have, obviously, Robert De Niro doesn't know who we are yet, or Al Pacino, or Britney Spears, or, we'd like to do an interview with Motley Crue, but for now, we do focus on scambaiters because that's what we do, but we do have, I think we had the official guy with the hair on. He does those hair songs, or not hair songs, those, positive songs where he's got, I don't know, millions of followers on Instagram, and he had 600 subs on YouTube, and then he's blown up on YouTube now. And he just has great positive songs, and he's funny. So different types of people, not just scambaiters.
Right. I've had some work done recently in my home, and I started last fall with some new skylights. So my contractor, every day he was here, he would be like, what is, and at that time I was doing a bit with my Indian scammer boyfriends, David and Michael, not together, but they were both running at the same time. They're just sleazy, skeezy guys who want nothing but phone sex from me. So every day my contractor would come, he goes, what did you do with David last night? So, and he had no idea about live streaming on YouTube or, anything like that. Never heard of scam baiting. So now I have him trained.
So it's your image is kind of helping your in-life personality, and you're getting subs from it.
Yeah, they can't,
no pun intended. You're getting subs.
I know. I love subs. I love my subs. Again,
now you have a membership
with that
too.
double entendre,
Right. Never thought of it that way. And people could sign up for you. You have a membership. You're monetized. All that stuff, right? Like they can support you on your channel.
Yes,
So we see a lot more Mistress in the future. Perfect.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
Patreon too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's
Cool.
great. We definitely encourage people to support if they can. And if they can't, you can always like a video and comment and watch it all the way through, and that's support too.
Right. Well, on my videos on my channel now, I don't know if this feature is offered to everyone, but YouTube granted me something called Super Thanks, where you can actually send a super chat on a video.
Really? Like after when you're not streaming?
Oh, okay.
Right.
Interesting.
That's interesting. Wow.
Yeah. So, yep. So I've had some of those. Yep. So if anyone out there just loves the work that I've done on that particular video, they can also send a super thanks through that.
Cool.
Wow, I learned something every day about YouTube. That's awesome.
Yeah. Neither of us are monetized. I still.
You'll be monetized soon. So I mean,
No.
we're getting close to 1,000,
We're
but
getting
I
close.
believe CJ will be there soon.
Wonderful.
She's killing it on Twitch right
You bet.
now. It's just you're talking 100 people watching it at a time. Sometimes I mean it's just amazing. But we'll get to CJ later. She's too humble right now. But we want to talk about you. We got Mr. Scambait with us. We
People
want to talk
are
about
sick
you.
of hearing about me, so we want to hear about Mr. Scambait. So
Well, I
what do
should
you...
be interviewing you, CJ.
No,
That's right.
not at all, not at all. So so describe to us, in case someone is watching that hasn't seen your content, kind of your baiting style.
All done with humor.
Yeah.
All done with humor that just goes right over their heads. Either they don't catch it or they've heard it and they want to ignore it, or they engage, which just puts them on the floor. In the beginning, I was pretty vociferous about what I would say to them, and but being a woman with these guys on the phone, I can guarantee you, within the first 5 minutes, they attack you and just they play the sex card immediately.
Right.
So it takes a lot of, I don't want to say careful planning, because nothing is ever planned, and actually anything that comes out of my mouth is on the spur of the moment. I don't think about how I'm going to treat this guy if he says this, or what am I going to say if he says that. So everything just sort of comes out. But I try to bait them, because they don't think women are going to bait them. The majority of scam baiters and prank callers, they're men. So either they go right for the sex card with a woman, or they play it out. And I'm just having a ball with it. It's just so much fun, and I know I have more to learn. I have a VM. I don't use it all that often, but I know that would open up the door to a lot more of the technical calls. I'm just not all that comfortable with it, but it takes practice, like everything else.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I mean, every single time I stream, I write something down that I messed up so that I can learn from it. Because it happens every single time. Where, like, I was like, dang, I should have done this, or I should have went this direction with it, or I should have said this. But, I'm learning. That's part of learning. There's just so much opportunity there to grow.
The hardest thing to do is to not reveal. I've taken that approach in the last, I'd say, 2 years. I try not to let the scammer know that I'm on to them. It's one thing to be, telling them they're a Matachode or a Benchode and all that, but to let them know that that they're a scammer only serves to educate them on how to change up their script so they sound more convincing. That is something that I work very hard to avoid. And, people can do with their channels the way they want to, but I find that more effective, because otherwise I wouldn't have had David and Michael on the hook for 3 months. So once you do that reveal, you're done with them. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. I totally agree. I think that every every scam baiter kind of has to decide what to do themselves, and I like to encourage scambaiters to do what they think is best. But I do agree.
Yeah, whatever works for you. Whatever
Yeah.
works for you.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there's many times that sometimes it's unavoidable. You get caught. And there's just a lot of circumstances I just prefer not to put like too many rules on baiters, but I do at the same time totally understand your point, because we don't want to teach them to be better scammers for sure. So we got to walk that fine line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree.
Do you get much or any, like, does anybody ever leave you comments that you're just like, what are you thinking? Like, you're just not, why are you watching my stuff? I mean, do you get much hate comments, or is it just me? Like, I mean, and I do reveal, and I mean, that's just what I do, but I love people that don't. I think it's a big world over there. So, like, I do, I guess, educate them to get better next time. But I mean, some of them are just so stupid. The minute they pick up the phone, I start laughing, and I'm like, what a fucking idiot you are. You don't sound like you would work at eBay. Go get a life. I look at it like I'm wasting their time. But I have gotten comments before that said, my stuff is not funny. I'm educating them. And I'm just wondering if you get some comments on the other side.
I have gotten comments that either the people don't understand, maybe, and you know what, maybe they're not familiar with what scam baiting or prank calling actually is. There has to be an underlying understanding of what it is we do. And if you're getting someone, like when you're talking about the other audience, and they're coming into our streams and videos and your show, and they may not understand what it is we're trying to do, I think those are the kinds of people that leave those comments. And yes, I've received those comments as well, but I'm of the opinion, well, you're entitled to your opinion, but I don't need to publish this. I mean, because who wants negativity pointed on their channel? And I choose not to engage.
Right.
So, like, for the same thing, I try to run a drama-free channel. So, there's no drama ever in my live streams ever. I won't tolerate it. We're all here for a reason. We do what we do because we like what we're doing, but anything else doesn't belong there. You have a problem. I'm sorry you're having a bad day. Take it elsewhere.
Yeah, I totally get
It's awesome. And also, too, interaction is interaction, positive or negative. You don't need to respond to the negativity, but it is there, and they are watching. So, like us or hate us, they are watching.
Yeah, I haven't had too many, I would say, over the course of 4 years. I just haven't had any. I think everyone sort of likes me. At least I hope they do. So, and those comments, you know what? We have a really great community, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
And Take doesn't get that many either. He really doesn't. But he's talking like he gets tons of hate comments. He's gotten like 3 in 7 months or something, but still.
Listen, I may rage and I may say some horrible things to these criminals because I take it personally that they're robbing from people, so I get extra upset. But I am sensitive. Yeah. So I guess when I get one bad comment, I'm like, oh my God, somebody out there hates me.
I know you feel that way. Like, why don't they understand what we're doing? Why are you leaving a hate comment? You just don't get it, buddy. Yeah.
Right. I mean, I appreciate anybody who's going to take up their time, because if somebody's on the phone, and I think in one of your videos in the description or in your about section, I mean, if people want to get involved, you have a good way of doing it safely for them to get involved. If they want to mess with somebody, it's just, my mom's involved now. She knows what I do. When they call her, she'll just talk nonsense and waste their time. I mean, if they're on the phone with us, they're not on the phone with a victim. And that's the way I look at it.
Right.
Exactly.
I guess I ought to delete that last comment I left on your. No, I'm just teasing.
Well, thanks for the interaction. Thanks for the interaction. Anyway.
I will say that aside from my contractors that work here, no one knows that I bait. None of my friends, none of my family, no one. I don't tell anyone.
Wow. So you don't tell anybody, huh?
Yeah.
So you really don't reveal.
No.
So
No.
you're right. So you know what? I mean, I'm going through a disability type of thing, so I'm working with Social Security a lot, and and I'm not, at the age where I should be getting Social Security. But when you're disabled, you get on Social Security. So I'm talking to them, and the woman was actually scanned by Amazon, so she knows what I do, and she subbed to my channel. I mean, of course, I tell everybody, but it was just nobody's. Free from this. Amazon's out there every day with these robocalls saying press 1 because you're being charged for an iPhone, and she's letting them hook up to her computer. And thank God she realized that these guys are on her computer and it doesn't seem right, so she got her IT department involved and they removed the AnyDesk or whatever they were using. But nobody's free from these idiots. So I try to tell everybody about what's going on. I mean, they just don't know a lot of people. There's still $1 billion going from our country to that country, if not more, because of these scammers. So hopefully, besides your contractors, eventually you'll tell everybody, and you'll have 1 million subs, and they'll all sub to you. I mean, I know you're close to 2,000 last I checked, right? So, I mean, you're a force to be reckoned with. Yep.
That's awesome.
Thank you. I mean, I'll tell people I talk to over the phone, if I'm talking about something or if I've called customer service and, the conversation gets steered more toward a personal level than really the reason why I called. I'll let them know that I have a YouTube channel and that I scambait, and they'll go, well, what's scambaiting? And then you have to go into the whole song and dance. But as far as my personal circle of friends, they don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I had a lady call me for, I think I was $70 overdue on my electric bill. And it was a bill collector. And I said, wait a minute. You sound like you're from a call center. I mean, and she had my real information, though, and I told her what I did, and she actually subbed to my channel, and she's like, thank you for thinking I'm not a scammer. So, I mean, I got a bill collector to sub, but she was legit. But I didn't rage at her, but she did sound like we're so used to dealing with these criminals all day long. I don't trust anybody anymore.
I know, that's so true.
That's funny. When I worked in the in this call center, I actually told some of our customers that I was a scambaiter, and I've heard stories. They were all telling me how they've gotten scammed from the various nefarious scammers on the phone, and I just felt so bad, Just my heart goes out to people who get ripped off like that.
Yeah, I mean, we say it all the time. How stupid can you be to fall for that? They sound like such idiots, but people do, and you never want to blame a victim, of course. I mean, these people get into their dreams and their lives, and that's why I'm so fascinated with people that do these long baits with the PCH. And we definitely appreciate your work because I mean, I hate these people with a passion. And I can't last on the phone with these PCH people for more than 5-10 minutes. I really can't. So I have all the respect in the world for the people that can put out these long videos, a bunch of parts, and just spread awareness through entertainment.
Yeah,
it's trying. Let me tell you. You go from wanting to laugh like these idiots. They sound like idiots. You want to go from laugh to like, oh my God, I can't believe what these guys are saying. Just
right.
I've had hours and hours to edit, and I have a couple more calls to do. And these calls, I mean, they're 2 and 3 hours at a clip.
Right.
So when you're saying you have 5 minutes. He was like, "Oh, that's nothing, buddy. Hang on with me, and we'll keep them stringing out for hours."
Right. And I mean, you're saying the video that I'm talking about with Edwin and Joe, the one where you shot and missed,
Yeah.
that's still going to
Yeah.
continue?
Oh, yes. Well, I know, I'm not sure when you're going to air this, but I have a premiere scheduled for 5:30 today Eastern time. And
Okay.
I'm currently editing the next part, which I think is it's either 9 or 10. And I have probably another 2 or 3 hours worth of audio. We had these
Nice.
guys on the hook for like 2 weeks. Yeah.
Good. It'll probably air next week if I'm not mistaken, right, CJ?
No, it'll probably air while I'm out of town, so it might not be for 2 weeks. Sorry, because I'm gonna be
Okay,
out
so
of town.
that's good.
Yeah.
Because then everyone who did not tune in to your live stream can go back and subscribe if they're not subscribed, and then also start from scratch from the first part and watch the whole story up until now. And we won't reveal, of course, anything. We'll keep it a surprise. But what I was saying is, I'm surprised that, I mean, there was one point in the section that I was watching that the guy was getting perverted with you, and I mean, we're a family show, so we won't say the whole thing, although we will talk about motor bunnies later. But he was saying, I need you to come over and suck my doodle dasher. I mean, I'm surprised it's still going on, that this guy can still think that you're serious, and that he's serious, and that you don't think he's a scammer. And he's talking like that with you. It just blows my mind.
Yeah. No. I decided to ignore him and not engage. So I skipped right over that. There's a couple of minutes of that going on. I just
Yeah, you
ignored him,
handled
and
it well.
we got back down to business. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm used to it too. With the dirty talk, because I told Take one time, I said he gets like if they get mad at him, they'll say I'll gonna F your mom or your sister,
Oh,
but
I hate
for
that.
us, they say it to us.
I'm going to make a whole video of just a bunch of clips. It'll probably be about 2 days in a row straight, probably 48 hours worth of just them saying, I'll F your mom. I mean, I'm going to break up all these clips. It's amazing. That's their favorite insult with me. And I'm sure other people too, obviously. I mean, but it's just annoying. It's, get some new insults.
I know, right? Pick up a new slang dictionary, will you?
Right.
Yeah, I'm having fun with it. When it comes to calls with those sorts of comments, I do try to bleep them out with some sound effects. In the beginning, I didn't because I wanted that shock value, but it's probably not the smartest thing. People do get offended.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've learned real quick. I mean, my is going to be real select because I do have a lot of F words. Both, I never beep anything. So it's just what it is.
If you tried to beep. That's all you would do with your time is edit your videos and put in beeps.
I mean, some people love that. I think when I was first starting, when I discovered, Mr. Scambait and, other big names, Scammer Revolts, I've always been a big fan of him. And he does it all. He reverses connections, deletes files. He does reveal at the end. He's got a chicken. He starts yelling and he starts cursing. And I started thinking, you know what? I don't need to learn all that technical stuff. I can just go right to the rage. So that's what I do. But, it's, again, we're just wasting their time. And I think the other thing I think I discovered when I started watching your interview, I think you were on Deo. Was it his very first clickbait of last year, or it was before?
Yes, it was.
CJ and I were asked to do his very last one. And when I was like, what is this? And CJ and I were brand new, 6 months ago or whenever we did it, and it was towards the end of our being brand new. We had maybe 200-300 subs each, I think, when we did it. But I watched it, and I watched your interview, and it was very fascinating to learn about you. And I think you were on with Dr. Fell and somebody else. It's just great that you did it the first one, and we did the last one, and now you're here with us.
Yeah, that
Well,
is
thank
cool.
you. Yeah, I think a little piece was on there too.
Yes, that's where. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always fun to do. Connect with new people and kind of like comrades in arms.
Yep. I mean, the world is so big, and no matter how big you get, even when Pierogi was on our show, the guy's got, millions of subscribers, and there's somebody in the chat that says just subbed because they didn't know about him. And then you start knowing about scams more because they came from a different community. Maybe it was one of the finance people that we knew, and they never watched a scam baiting video. So it's the more that we spread awareness, the more subs people get, the more that videos get recommended, the less people get scammed. That's the way I look at it.
Yep. That's that you perfectly said.
Yeah, it's pretty funny because New Moon Rising, who watches Scambaiting, told me that someone was in Pierogi said something about me in his chat because someone told him that he found Pierogi from me, which I thought was pretty crazy, or from us.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think from us, not me, but so I was
well, it's always you. They don't think about me. It's always CJ.
No, from us. So it was pretty crazy that someone found Pierogi from us. So pretty funny.
Well, as Ismail Ali would say, it's girl power.
Yeah, girl power. I love the girl power.
She devil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little Piece and I pranked him pretty good on Saturday. We each called his live stream, and he didn't know it was us. Oh, it was
good
so
for you
funny.
guys.
That's awesome. We love stuff like that.
Little Piece put up a video yesterday. It was about 15 minutes long. She called him, I called him, and Dr. Fell called in, and he had no idea. He knew who Dr. Fell was, but he thought I was Little Piece, and then when I got on the phone, he still didn't know it was me until the very end. It was just so funny.
Yeah. I'll have to go back and watch that one.
Yeah,
It's awesome. I think Genesis Floods actually called into him with my soundboard and pranked him live when I was brand new. Nobody really knew who I was, just Genesis, because everything I've made comes from the flood, his flood that he does. So he made a soundboard of me, and I think he pulled one over on Ishmael that day with my soundboard.
Yeah.
So it's
that was fun. It's always fun. Yep.
Yep. Anything can happen when you're live.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah, and it does.
Yep.
So how much time would you say you devote to this? Is it daily or every now and then? You seem like you put out videos quite often.
In the beginning, I have more time now, but the first thing I had to do when I made my channel was learn how to edit. I had no idea how to do it. I've never done any editing before in my life, and at that time I was on a Mac, and it was a struggle. Let me tell you, it took like 2 weeks to make the video the way I the way I wanted it to turn out. And of course, you're still learning things. But since then, I've gone to the dark side. I've gone back to Windows for about a year now, and I'm still learning this new editing program. But as far as making calls, no, I don't call every day, but I do try to do something a couple of times a week, whether I'm calling with Edwin or calling on my own or live streaming. I do need to live stream a little bit more, but I try to stay active because you need to keep your name out there.
Right, for sure.
Yeah. We've learned real quick. You take a week or two off, and then it's things start to slow down.
Yeah.
So it's just the way things work on YouTube. I mean, it amazes me. Some of these
Yeah.
people, it doesn't seem to affect them, but it definitely affects me. It affects CJ. It affects some other people. There's people that put out a video, every month, and they have 200,000 subscribers. It's just the way YouTube works. I feel like if you're not
Right.
posting all the time, you're going backwards. But maybe one day, who knows?
I would love to have more I would love to have more subscribers, of course.
Yeah.
So, and to do that, you need to have content.
Right.
Well, hopefully, hopefully you'll get a few from that, and a few from this that we're doing right now. So I was just gonna ask you if you enjoy, is live streaming something that you enjoy?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Oh, I was just asking about live streaming. Like, do you enjoy live streaming, or would you rather edit a video?
Oh boy, I like both. I like live streaming as long as everything works the way it's supposed to. In the beginning, I had such trouble. I don't know if it was my equipment. I couldn't live stream from my laptop. It was difficult live streaming from the Mac I had at the time. And that was a 27-inch iMac. That was the biggest screen you could get at the time. I've always had issues. Always. And then my friend Modder Paul Scambaiters connected with me. And I let him connect to my computer, and he helped me create the voice meter banana and a voice changing software. And that's why when we started this call, you couldn't hear me because one of the settings was not right. So that always is in the back of my mind when I start to live stream. What can go wrong will always go wrong. I've been pretty good the last few months with my live streaming. It's worked pretty well, except for when I probably should ask somebody why the scammer can't hear my sound effects when Edwin brings me in on a call on his side. But other than that, everything is, if I had some wood here, I would knock on it. But I like live streaming because you never know what you're gonna find. But at the same time, you want, dead air is always deadly. So you try to.
Yeah.
It seems like I never have a problem talking, through the dead air. It could be, heck, you could talk about anything just as long as it's not dead air. And then if you ask a question, the chat gets more engaged with each other. So, in fact, when you asked me, did I like which one better? Now that I've been putting the Publishers Clearinghouse videos up, I had put a poll on my community tab asking people, and maybe I'll ask you guys as well, your take on this. Do you prefer a video that has just audio, or do you like the videos that contain images that sort of tell the story as it goes along, as the call goes along? Now, that's usually what I've done, which takes the editing hours and hours and hours to put out, let's say, a 25-minute video, because if you do it too short, everyone will watch the entire thing, but you want to leave them wanting more, like a Friday afternoon cliffhanger. So what is your take? I mean, do you guys provide just audio, or do you think the images are important too?
It's probably different. I'm not going to speak for CJ, and I think we have different opinions on this. But what I like personally, and I think there are people out there, but it's more geared towards my kind of content, which is goofy nonsense, raging. It's to be listened to, so I don't really pay attention to the images so much. It takes me enough time to edit the images drop them into the video editor, and like, do I want to add rain to it or snow or zoom in? But I don't do what you guys do, and you guys spend a lot of time with these images to each part of the story that you're telling. I think that there are a lot of people out there for your type of content and CJ's content that will sit in front of the computer and want to watch it. It's very important visually to the viewer, I think. I think for someone who does kind of what I do, it's more meant to be listened to, so maybe it's not that important, but my opinion would be for people that are doing these types of baits, they want to be pleased visually. But maybe you guys think differently. And I'm sure we'll have people in our chat, when we play this, that will give their opinion. I think it depends on your types of content for what you're putting out on the screen. I think for what you do and what CJ does, I think it's important to have nice visual effects, but I'm still going to always be the type of person who's going to want to listen before I watch. I'm in the car a lot. I'm not watching, but I might be the minority, so I don't think my opinion should speak for the majority, if that makes sense.
The last few videos I've put out, which, by the way, if you're a channel member, you get advanced preview first. You guys have it for about a week before I slap it up there for the public.
Nice.
I've been experimenting myself and using very few images and mostly audio content, because I would say I did a poll, and the last time I checked it, 70% of people said they only want to listen to audio.
Really?
Awesome.
Yeah. So CJ, what is your take on it?
Well, I know that
And
I've actually
real quick, the only reason I had said something about CJ's content too being that is because she does these awesome editing things where, there's a clip from a show where somebody will say, "You talking to me?" or something like that. So that's why I was thinking that, it's her visual editing is amazing. But to know 70%, I mean, that's good news for me. But I'm curious to hear CJ's.
Well, you know what, CJ? I've stopped using things like that in my videos. I did very early on, because I was a lot more creative then. But when you become monetized, if you use something like that particular video will not be monetized.
Right. Yeah, I totally understand
Just
that.
so you know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I understand that, but I just like to throw things in there because it keeps it interesting. And then once I'm monetized, I can figure that out. But I know a lot of people do like the visuals. Like, I've had a lot of people tell me, I actually had someone in chat telling me, like, because I had my screen hidden a lot because I was getting Zelle accounts, about how they really don't like watching it because there's nothing to see. I've also seen people on Facebook complain about how they don't watch scambaiters that don't show their face. So I know that it is important to some people, but to me it's not. To be honest, a lot of times when I listen to scam baits, I just listen to them. I'm usually doing something else. Like, it's almost like radio for me. I don't usually sit down and watch. Unless I'm doing, like, if I go to a premiere, I try to watch and concentrate, but a lot of times I play them when I'm doing other stuff, like I'm listening to the radio. So again, I might not be the person. I'm in the majority, if is a lot of people like the audio, but I've seen also a lot of things. Other people say stuff about visuals, so I know it is important to some people, but it's sure. I mean, the videos that I spend a lot of time on graphics, like, I think one of the best ones where I spent a lot of time on graphics is like my pharmacy video, and it really didn't do have any more like views or likes than other ones that just were more audio based.
Mhm.
You know? Do you find
Right.
that to be true?
Right. It's a tough call,
Hard
you know,
here is
which way
that
to
you'll never
go.
please everyone.
Yeah, so true.
Right.
But if we go with the majority, I mean, 70% don't care about the visual as much, right? Is that what I heard?
Yeah. Yes.
So, I mean, like when I just take your PCH one, for example, I mean, like I did watch it, but I didn't watch all of it. I did listen to it though. Like CJ said, I want to be able to do other things, and it's more entertainment. So listening is very important to me with the scambaiting stuff. Not as visualized is not so important to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good news. So maybe you'll save some time and you won't worry about editing so much.
Yeah, I know. It does go a lot faster when you're just auditing the dead air out of the audio. But
Right.
I've found it a very interesting experiment.
Yeah, that is very interesting.
Yeah, that was a great question you had. I mean, it's definitely been at the forefront of myself and CJ as we try to grow, and we may lose some subs and then we gain some subs, and we're like, well, what are we doing wrong? How come we're not growing? And then you see somebody else who just started who's 600 subs in 2 months, and that person is showing their face. We're like, okay, maybe it's time to show our faces. What do we need to do? It's just there's no, I guess, rhyme or reason. But people do say if you show your face, you get more, I guess, interaction. And then there's other people that say it doesn't matter. Look at me, I have 1 million subs and I've never revealed my face. So you never can know.
Right.
You just never know.
It took me about 2.5 years to gain the courage to show my face, and even then, I use filters because I don't want people really seeing what I look like. Not from, any kind of safety point of view, but, I'm not a beautiful girl, so you got to work with what you have. So that's why I use filters, and very rarely would I open them up to have a real view of what I look like. If I did, it was only like to show what kind of red lipstick I have on today, but,
Right. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I understand. It's just hard. It's real hard to know. Because Take is on the go a lot. He does a lot from his phone. So of course, showing your face in your car can be kind of awkward. And then I don't have like you should see me, like I don't have I need to move this year. I'm trying to move this year. So I'm like literally sitting at a card table, like I have a bad chair, like I don't feel like confident, like I'm not sitting up straight. So it's just a strange thing. Like I don't know, the people that were saying this to me in the Facebook group were this was on a Kit Boga like Facebook group that they were having this conversation. They literally brought up several other people like Boda, some other people, I can't remember, but I remember them bringing up Boda about how they will not watch Boda because he doesn't show his face. It's not as entertaining. Like they only watch Kit for entertainment. They don't watch him for the Scambait cause. So I think that's the thing we have to realize is some people watch scambaiting because they have a passion to stop the scams, and then other people just want to watch TV, and that's okay. But that's just the way it is.
And you also have to look at it like the person you just mentioned that somebody was saying on Facebook that they won't watch him. I mean, that person is obviously very creative, puts out some great content, and has over 5,000 subscribers, and has only been doing this for less than 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. So you can't listen to everybody. Everybody has their own opinion. But I think Mr. Scambait's poll of 70%, I mean, that's data. That's concrete.
Yeah,
that's not just the opinion of one viewer or a few people.
Yeah.
So.
And I love
Um,
data, so.
Right.
Right, and I mean,
And
when we
then
do
I
our
had
live show, I'm sitting here on my couch, snuggled with my two cats, each and everything, and I got curlers in my hair, no makeup. I'm
oh
wearing budgie
sure.
smugglers. I mean, I don't want the world to see that. So,
Right, right. I actually had a viewer tell me, he connected through me through Facebook, and he said, "What's wrong with you today? Your forehead looks so high." I'm like,
Oh
dude,
my
that's
God.
pretty rude,
Yeah, I would
yeah.
want to smack that guy.
a box of chocolates yourself,
Yeah.
So then I started wearing a hat,
Oh my gosh.
under
Well,
under
don't.
my over my headset. I started wearing a hat. Like
That's
I
Yeah.
shouldn't let
ridiculous.
that
Don't.
really bother
Yeah,
me.
don't
Nah, it's only
worry.
one
No.
person, one
Yeah.
idiot.
And that's what I was trying to say about like kind of on the subject of not revealing. I mean, you made like a really good point, but just generally speaking, I've seen a lot of if you want to call it critiques, or when people are in chat and they're
Yeah.
basically telling you what to do with your baits, are people that don't actually scam bait, so they don't really know what it's like. Or they don't stream and they don't
Right.
know what it's like. Like, I'll get a lot of help from people sometimes when I mess up in the stream. Like, I won't mute something, or I'll mute too long. But they're people that, usually they're people that don't stream and they don't realize that it's harder than it looks. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, I mess up all the time. I'm
Yeah.
on mute by accident or
Yeah.
something doesn't work. They have no idea what it's like to live stream, how hard it is, and everything
Yeah.
has to be exactly right. Yeah.
Right. On the
I
spot.
get it.
On like instantly. So it's really a lot harder than people might see. And those are the people that don't realize how hard it is are the ones that usually they're not all of them, but those are some of the people that you'll get like that kind of ridiculous
Critical.
criticism from. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always
Yeah.
easier for someone to hate something and critique it when they're not involved and they don't know how hard it is or how much work goes into it. I mean, and that's what separates people that go ahead and do it than people that just sit on the sidelines. I mean, and that's fine. If you don't ever want to do it, don't do it. And watch stuff, but then if you start critiquing things, I mean, somebody has the right to ask you, okay, what's your channel? When's the last time you wasted a criminal's time, or you had to have a witty comeback for when they talked about your mom, or you stuttered, and they're being extra critical? You're really not mad at us. You're mad at your father. That's what I would tell them.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
I mean.
Well, the only critical comments I take into account are from my moderators, because they are the behind the scenes people who help run your live
And
streams
they're there to
smoothly.
constructive criticize. I mean, they're there to help you, and it's like a show, and they're all involved. And it sounds like you have a pretty close knit group, and that's fine. I mean, if somebody, one of our mods who we love to death, that's part of our Flood family that followed us over, has a suggestion. Of course, we're going to listen to them. They've been so supportive. How could we not? It's the haters and the people that want to talk about our foreheads being too big or something else. Those are the people that I'm talking about. But yeah, I think that's great that you would
Yeah.
listen to your mod if they had an idea. I mean, that's great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a mod in a lot of groups too, and it's funny how some channel owners want to hear it, some don't. So you have to really feel your way on how the channel member wants their channel to be run. But I'll always give you my 2 cents every single time.
I mean, it's great. We want to all grow, right? So, I mean, if any mod that we have has a suggestion, and we've had meetings on Discord with mods and how we're going to handle this, maybe we'll have extra people tomorrow who's,
Right.
we want to grow. So, of course, and if we don't like your idea, we'll say, okay, thank you, we're not doing that. But we still welcome the ideas,
Exactly.
the suggestions from the people that we love. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it should be.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have a premiere tonight, right, at 5:30?
I do.
That's
Eastern,
awesome.
Yes.
Okay. I'll try to make sure that we're there to Show our support.
Thank you.
By the time
And
y'all
sorry.
watch this,
Thank you
you'll
so
have to
much.
go back and those that are watching now. Sorry, this was pre-recorded a few weeks ago because I'm out
Right.
of town. So y'all will have to just go back and watch it. But do you have a general schedule for your streams and stuff, or do you just kind of do it when you have numbers and you want to?
I actually don't have a set schedule. I try not to step on the toes of other baiters who are going live. So generally I like to try on Wednesday afternoons Eastern time. That's usually the best time for me. Sometimes Friday afternoons, but there's so much empty real estate out there that I try not to step on anyone else's toes.
Yeah, it's pretty hard not to, though. You know what I mean? And Deo really inspired me when he was on the show because he told me, like, if you're able to scam bait, it would always be better to scam bait than to watch scambaiters because there's criminals out there stealing. And so I thought about that because I used to really try really hard to rearrange my schedule around everyone. But then I thought, okay, yeah, they're streaming and I might have less viewers because they're streaming, but at least like I'm busy wasting people's time and they're not talking to victims and that's what matters. You know what I mean?
You're making a difference. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. Yeah. You're right. You and Deo are absolutely right about that.
Yeah, because there's just so many of them, and yeah, it's okay if people, if there's so many people to watch, and it's okay today if you watched me yesterday and you want to watch somebody else today. I totally get it. It's totally fine, and except for the morning scam show. Make sure you always watch that one. But my other streams on Twitch, I totally get it. I'll be streaming on Twitch, and then so is Deo, and so is Renault, and so is Kit Boga, and so is Monter Paul. So I get it that people want to watch other people. I totally get it. But if I wait for all those people, they're only one person, so I can't. I'm gonna miss the opportunity to potentially help victims if I wait till their stream is over. So that's why I've been looking at it since Deo said that.
You're right about that. Got to spread the love.
Yeah, and I don't take it personally. Like when I'm watching scambaiting, if I watch somebody yesterday, I might want to spread the love and show my support to somebody else. That doesn't mean I didn't like that person yesterday. Again, I'm not encouraging anyone to not watch us, but I'm just saying, if I'm streaming when you're streaming, it's not because I'm trying to compete. It's just because I'm trying to save a victim, and those are only 5 people. They can only do so much. So.
I mean, there's so much stuff out there now. It's hard to watch everything. I mean, I try my best to, and I used to be able to like, oh my God, Alogical just put out a video, Wenja just put out a video, it's Monday, and I'm there to like and comment and show support. And now it's just like, you know what? You're involved in this. You're making videos. You're making calls. It's tough to watch everybody, but I do. It just might take me 3 weeks now or a month to watch videos. Right? I might not always comment, but I always like it. I am subscribed to just about every baiter out there, except for the ones that won't piss on my face because if my teeth were on fire, I've already said that. But for the most part, I am subscribed to most baiters, even if I don't love their content. I feel like people need to support each other. And just help spread awareness. And if you're not watching me, then watch you, watch CJ, watch, a Kit Boga video. Well, I don't want to compare myself to Kit. He's like the godfather of this, but, or Jim Browning, right? But like watch somebody, watch something. And if you're not going to watch, our videos, then there's so much other stuff out there to watch, and share it,
Yeah, there are so many more scam baiters now than when I first began. you could watch everyone all week long and, never go without. But now, my God, it's hard to catch up with everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's so many, which is great because more people are joining the cause, but it's just hard to show everybody the same love that I could have showed them, when I was not a baiter, when I was watching YouTube religiously. And that's just my take on things. But I do get to them. I mean, I do enjoy. I don't even watch TV anymore. I would rather watch Mr. Scambait messing with the PCH morons than tune into a Netflix stream, or I can watch CJ Scams on Twitch if I'm free. I mean, it's just like it's just a whole new world of entertainment, which at the same time spreads awareness.
Yeah, and that's what I told
Educational entertainment.
Yep, exactly.
And I've told that to Take several times. Like a lot of times when I'm streaming, people ask Take where he is. Well, I don't want him to sit there all day and watch my streams because one, he'll end up hating the sound of my voice even more than he already does. But two, he has his own scammers to call, So it's much better for him to call and get them all riled up and they're stopping a victim than to just sit and watch me all day just because him and I are kind of linked together and people think he's supposed to be there or something. But
I'm flattered that they would ask for me on your Twitch. I mean, that is flattering. It's just, but I mean, it's people have their lives. I mean, I don't do that much. I mean, I scambait, but I could be studying, having a Hindi lesson that day for 2 hours. It's the people. I can't always be everywhere. But I didn't know people were asking for me. I'll try to keep going there. That's very flattering.
Well, you got, like I said, you got your own scammers you need to talk to, so,
Yep, but I know where I'll be today at 5:30, although it doesn't make sense for me to say, tune in to Mr. Scambait at 5:30, because we're going to be a week or two ahead, and then if you're in Australia, you have to add on an extra day, because they're always ahead of us, so it's a catastrophe. But anyway, if you're listening to this right now, make sure you go sub to Mr. Scambait, please.
Thank you. And the PCH has its own playlist, so you can catch up from the very beginning.
Awesome. Please do that, everyone.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good idea to make some theme playlists. That people...
Oh, yeah, I learned that early on. It's important. That way, if you're looking for a particular video and, you just want to refer to it or rework it or let other people find one whole, shot. So it's easier that way.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's a really good point.
Okay.
Well, it's been awesome talking
Anything else I could answer for you?
I mean, we could probably talk for another 3 hours. I mean, CJ just keeps talking and talking and talking. But, I mean, I know, you have your premiere and, you got to get the green room ready and get the red carpet out and, hair, makeup, and paparazzi. So we don't want to keep you forever. I mean, do you have anything else that you want to tell the people or...
Feel free to, if there's anything you want to share about scams or anything.
Or something, that we forgot to ask you that you wanted to tell?
Yeah.
No, I think I'm pretty all set, but just sit back, enjoy your local scambaiter, support their channels, and watch their videos.
Yes.
Awesome. Please. And we will have part 2, hopefully, in the future with Mistress Scambait, because we want to dive deep into the story behind the motor bunny.
Yeah, we do.
That's top secret information.
We have, right now, as this is airing, there's at least 30 people Googling motor bunny. I mean, they do owe you money. If you do happen to purchase the motor bunny, we will not know who you are, but please do it from the link on one of her videos, if I'm not mistaken, because she's an affiliate.
Yes.
Is that correct? Yes. Okay.
Yes. Thank you so much. It is. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
I'm not going to lie. I Googled it when we were talking. So if y'all have to Google it, you're with me.
That's why you want to get off the phone.
Yeah, exactly. You figured me out.
She wants to go buy one.
She's on there shopping for comparing prices. Do not get a used one. Remember Captain Corrosive when she was on talking about used toys and stuff.
So true.
All right.
Well, it was such a pleasure
Let's
talking
just
to
hope
you.
that they were returned for manufacturer's defects.
Right.
Exactly.
We're losing our family audience as we speak. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right.
I think we lost them weeks ago, Take, so.
Perfect.
Well,
all right.
thank you so very much. I appreciate
Yeah,
the
no,
time
the pleasure was all
today.
ours. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us today. This was awesome.